Hello everyone, welcome back to Edoggz Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Deluxe class Kickback. And this is my first Insecticon in a long time. The only comparison I can probably give you is that third-party Fans Toys Causality version of it. So we just have to wait and see until we get into that part. So let's take a look at the box. So this is what the box looks like. It's for ages 8 and up. We have the name Kickback with the Decepticon symbol this time on this side. Transformers Legacy is on the bottom. We have him in his grasshopper mode. We have the word Transformers going down in red. Takara Tomy in the top right hand corner. This is the left hand corner, right hand corner. On this side, we have Megatron, Dragstrip, Iguanus, thanks to two people who happen to help me out. This is a core class Iguanus, and I believe this is Skywarp. And then we have Kickback down here, and we have the Earth and all that other good stuff. On the back of the box, we have Kickback in this robot mode. We have the two accessories. We have 14 steps to transform it. It doesn't really seem like 14 steps to me, but hey, I'll just go with it. And you have you have this little code there if you want to zap the code, and it takes you to his bio. And then we have him in this robot mode on the top, looking off to his right, I believe, and down on the bottom where he's actually doing something. We're not exactly sure. So on the top we have Transformers Legacy. On the bottom, that's how much it costs, and that's about it. So here is the figure. It's very nice. I can't say no more about it other than it should be a little bigger. Like all of the Insecticons should be a tad bigger, but that's going into either a large deluxe or a Voyager. I'm not sure how that would work in Siege going into Legacy, but this is what it looks like. Let's get a close-up of his face. That's his face, and I'm not sure if that's a paint defect or that's something on his face, or that's a dimple. We'll just have to find out what that is later. It's not important. His chest seems to be too clean. There should be more stuff here, but you got that gold chest there. Overall color is black. We have the gold picking out that color and a little bit of red, and you got the purple. And here it is from the side. Let me just lighten up the camera for you, because now it wants to do what it wants to do. Got this little clear thing for the wings, and then we have the back, and we have the other side, and that is it. His antennae are made out of rubber, so please watch out for that. So we're gonna go directly into comparisons, because that's the first thing we need to do, right? First off, we're going to go with a Voyager. Let's go with Voyagers first. So we have Megs. You all know the deal between Megs and the Insecticons. We'll wait until we get to all three of them to discuss that that particular episodes, I should say. That's a Voyager next to a Deluxe. That's what it looks like from the side. That's what it looks like from the back. And this from the other side. But if you want to see it from this point of view, that is a leader class next to a Voyager and a Deluxe, and that's how they sit, like so. Alright. Let's take these away. Accessories. Let's talk accessories. Now, in the G1 continuity, he's supposed to have something called the electrothermic blast tube. We need to rename that to something else. And instead, we have this little 1950s minigun here. I should say Tommy gun. Yeah, that's the correct word for it. This is a 1950s Tommy gun. I really like the light purple, accenting the silver that they have here. You got the black thing for the handle, and it does fit in this hand. At first, I thought the handle was made out of rubber because it fits real snug in there. So you can put that in either side. Doesn't matter. You can put it in this port here if you wanted to. That looks fine as well. Probably in the shoulder. Why not? You can do whatever you want. But it's supposed to go on his back. Let's plug that in there. And you got a home for storage. Or for the alt mode when we get to it. But yeah. Another thing we have are these two things here. Let me see, why is my camera going back? We have these wings or knives or whatever you want to call them, and you could plug them in on the sides here. This one is snug. This one, however, is a little bit too loose. That's pretty much no effort of me doing this. No, that's too loose there. You could probably put it on the shoulders if you want. That's snug. That's snug. Nah, wait. It's kind of snug. It's sort of snug. But you could put it there. You could put him in his hands. If you want that effect, that's not gonna look right. But it's supposed to go on his wings, and we'll get back to that later, and we'll touch base on like other third-party pieces that look like this. Articulation. Let's get into it. Because of the transformation, we have 360 degrees of the head. It can move back and forward like so. That much. The arms can come out there. We can go 360 degrees on a very snug shoulder like that. We have double jointed elbows because of the transformation, so you can go way back if you wanted to. You can go as this far on the arm. He has bicep swivel, which also doubles for the alt mode. No rotation at the wrist. We have the legs that go up this high. We have knee that goes this high. I think that's normal. Let me see. Yeah, that's about normal, 90 degrees. Let's bring the leg out. So far, you can do that if you want a jump kick. If you need a jump kick. Backwards on the other leg, you can go about this far, and you can bring it back this far. Thigh swivel, not a problem. There is a break in this leg. I wouldn't say breakage, but you can totally use this piece right here to get wider angles. It's on both sides of the leg. You got these air vents picked out in yellow. And we have raised articulation. I missed it on the last time I did a review on a different figure. I'll put it in the I'll put it on my my list of videos for you ladies and gents to watch. And that is about it for articulation. Transformation, like it said, 14 steps. To me, it doesn't feel like 14. I remember the Fans Toys Causality version, which was like a large deluxe figure or something like this. It was a little more complex. It was more complex. This one seems more simple yet easy to get into. So let's get into that. So first thing you want to do, you want to turn his head around, and you want to bring his antennae back. You push them any way you want, and pretty much you're like halfway there right now. To tell you honestly, you bring the arms up, and you want to fold away the hands right here. Right, and it's going to bring up this heel, or I'm not exactly sure when you call it a heel, but it's something. And do the same thing on the other side. Bring this up, and this is very tight. Flip this around, and you have that right there. And to save us time, we're going to bring these wings back like this. Right, bring the wings back like this, like so. Now you want to orientate these two pieces. They don't clip together, they just kind of just sit there. Right, you can bring them apart. They do have like a little stopping point, so that's probably as far as you want to go with these two pieces. And they're going to form the forward legs of the grasshopper. Same thing, just loop it into place. Right, angle this down. Right, angle this like this, and that's how it's supposed to be. Right, I wish there was more like a ratchet system, or maybe like put some more I'm not sure what you want to call it, stoppers, if you will, so this way you know exactly where to actually stop at. You know, it would tell you in your head like, hey, you've gone too far. Legs, they come out like this. Let's bring them out. Let's bring that out like so. You want to flip the feet in, take the feet, and you want to go this way. I was going the wrong way for a second. Same thing, just flip in. And what you do here, you take these little feetsies, you want to turn around like that. Turn around, do the same thing, bring this up like that, because it's going to be sitting like this. Bring this up, then turn around. And again, this doesn't tell you exactly where to put the feet. You kind of have to gauge it on your own where you want the feet to lie, and you do that by putting it on a surface. That's how you're going to figure that out. Another thing with my figure, I hope yours does the same thing. I believe this is his right. No, this is his left leg. This is his left leg. So if you do this, there's a thoop. There's a thoop, and it's stable. It's stable unless I put enough pressure on it and it comes down. So I go like that, it sits there. This one doesn't have a thoop. It's stooped this. You know what I'm saying? And I could just go back and forth willy-nilly like that. And I'm not sure if that's supposed to do that. I'm guessing it's not supposed to do that. So it's supposed to be like that, right? And then you arc these down, right? So when you got it on the ground, you gotta have to, let me see if I got enough space. Right, so you gotta manipulate this so you have it the way you want it. Make sure, did I get that? Yeah, I did it. Make sure that the front is even, right? If it's not, you gotta maneuver one of these back. It's all trial and error with the legs, right? So sometimes you gotta move the lower portion back to get it even, right? Right, so that's the front, and then now we gotta fix the back. So you just gotta make sure that's all even. Now we already have him in this insect mode. I do believe there was supposed to be something here that connects these two legs. I could be mistaken. I want to be mistaken in that point. But yeah, I got a funny feeling about having this space. If you take his 1950s Tommy gun, we want to plug this in the bottom of his chest or in his stomach or his belly button kind of thing, and you have that. So you have his weapon there. You make sure all of this is touching the surface. And as I said, it's a trial and everything to get it exactly the way you want it. But yeah, there should be a ratchet system in this section of the knees to let you know what's going on there. Let's do a comparison. This is going to get, well, actually, let me back up from the comparison. Let's do these things. These they plug into the transparent wings. And since we're on the subject, there is a third-party company, which I'm not going to name at this point. They are making different colors of these things. So you can get them in gold, you can get them in silver, and they do the exactly same thing. They plug either on the side or they plug over the wings. So you have a choice. And two, it's kind of hard to see where those holes are. Oh, holes. And right, so you can have this going on, you know, trying to complete like some kind of collage, if you will, like the purple wings go with legs and the arms, the insect arms, and all that stuff. But I will not be posing with that. That's not going to happen. There's another third-party piece for the legs. They're not purple. They are like a painted silver. They're silver, like this color silver. And you can install those if you want to. I will leave a link in the description for that. Now the wings, you can put the wings any way you want. You can have them all the way up. You can have them at this angle. You can do whatever you want. So let's put that down. Let's straighten this out. All right. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those figures where you have to fidget and keep fidgeting until you get it exactly what you want. All right, so there you go. We got him in this grasshopper mode. Well, let's do some crazy comparison. It's going to get a little crazy. We have him with drag strip, and he is also a deluxe. And if we do this, you kind of see, well, if you do this, it's about the same height. But if we were to put him at the tip of his feet, he's down here. He's a little kickback is a little longer. And again, that leg wants to move on its own. Let's move him out of the way. Let's bring in another deluxe. This one might be unfair because he stands up, but you can kind of see where I'm going at. Right, so you have that. Let's move him back here. Next is another fair one. I'll give you another fair one. Here is Beast Wars Scorponok. Right, slightly bigger. And he is also a deluxe. I believe he's a deluxe. But in this mode, he kind of gives away like he's like a large deluxe, you know, because his body is slightly much bigger than him. Let's stand those up. real quick. So you got, if you start at the tail, that's how long from tail to claw is to kickback. Standing up on my table, I would say kickback is slightly taller from the surface. All right, so let's get rid of him real quick. Let's put him in the back. Next is another unfair matchup. We have 8-Face, much taller in beast mode, and I believe he's a Voyager. Matter of fact, Voyager Deluxe. And last but not least, another unfair one. We have Double Dealer with leader class. So you have you got your leader, you got your deluxe, and 2 more on the back. So that's how that lines up. Let's bring in Megs one more time. Let's get these 2 out of here. And we're going to transform these back into his robot form. Very simple. We take his feet, we want to turn them around. You want to fold it in like that, and you want to put it in this little enclosure here. Very tight tension there. Same thing on this side. You want to turn at the toe, bring in, clicks in. This one doesn't click in, I don't think. No, there's a small click, very small click. Straighten out the leg. If you can't get in here with your nail, you can always use the ankle rocker. I couldn't think of it before to get these out. Right, you take these wings, you want to bring these all the way out. Bring these all the way out. You want to turn the head. Bring the antennae forward. Like so. And all we have to do is bring these 2 pieces together. Actually, we got to move this piece in first, which will reveal the hand, and then you can put these 2 pieces together. They don't stay together, they don't clip in together or anything like that. It's the way it is. Same thing on this side. Take the claw or heel, whatever you want to call this. You flip this over, it's going to reveal the hand. Bring this down, and you got your another arm. Now you can manage these any way you want. Right, take this gun off his back, put it in his left. I should say his right. Oh, and there you go. We have Kickback, whose function is espionage. Really good figure. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. I think it might be too simple for me because I'm more the transformers I normally get, they're like moderate to difficult when it comes to transformation. But this is nice. This is nice. That's what I can give it. It might be too simple, but it's nice. As for the legs, I wish there was I wish these 2 like came together and locked together type of thing, but that's an afterthought, and you can also throw that in the trash of nitpicking. You know, lock them together, and then you have the 2 legs. But yeah, we have them standing next to Megs. Can't wait until the other 2 come out. There's no mentioning of the other 2 as far as I know of. The next one that they're going to be doing is the buzzworthy Bumblebee Pterosaur, and that's going to be the toy accurate version of the figure, and not the golden disc version. So yeah, and let me show you what's coming up next on this channel. We have a used Astro Train. That's something to look forward to. And we also have, let's bring that up. This is the Tobot Galaxy Detective Master V figure, which I just got yesterday. We're going to take a look at that. There's going to be 3 more figures after this this piece right here, and then we're going to go into what I like to call the swag series of Tobot figures. If you don't know who Swag is one of the newest characters added to the series. He's like an android who knows he's alive, and he has his own Tobots that he can control and do things for him and stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure how many Tobots he has in his possession, but I do know is that the series is finally complete, and after that it will be the second series of figures of Tobots. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. If you have any questions about anything that you've seen in these videos or following videos, please leave them in the comment section. I do respond to them. If you want to see more Tobots, please let me know in the description. In the comment section. Oh my God. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Yeah. So we got a lot more stuff to come. Another thing I'm waiting for is the release of the Velocitron version of Scourge. I want that more than I do than the Laser Optimus Prime. And then after that we have Velocitron Overdrive, I believe, that's coming up. And that's about it. I'm still searching for a sludge. Yeah. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Toodles.